Hi everyone. First of all, I want to say I am so delighted that you're here on my channel. I'm just starting off this channel. It's called Regain Your Power. It's tips and inspirations from my own life. And my name is McDonnell. So today I want to start first of all by saying, if you're here and you're watching this video, it's not a coincidence. There's a reason you're here. There's a message for you. And I hope that when I talk to you, it will help you regain power in your life. Like I say, this is my first day. At the moment, I'm training to be a life coach. And I would say from a professional end, I'm training to be a life coach. But I believe actually my life has been training to become a life coach. My life experiences have trained me to be at this point of becoming a life coach, because I truly believe that in order to be able to help somebody, to encourage someone to regain their power, to give people advice, you have to have experienced, you have to have gone through something. Otherwise, it's just words. It's just words. And I really believe in order to be able to have that impact on somebody's life, you have to have empathy. And empathy is absolutely being able to feel what that other person is going through, what you're going through. If I want to help you, I have to be able to know what it feels like to be you. So I'm so excited to be starting off today. And I was thinking about what will I do for my first video, and I was, you know what, the first thing that came to mind when I prayed is to start by saying each and every one of you are loved. Each and every one of you are loved. It is something that has kept me going right through my life, that knowing no matter what was happening to me externally, that I was loved, by somebody bigger and greater. And you know, for me, it's God. It could be somebody different for you, but it's somebody greater and somebody outside of your being that helps you get through those situations. And I hope and I pray that each and every one of you have that somebody in your life. But today I want to talk about forgiveness. It is something that I think a lot of us struggle with, and don't maybe fully understand the importance of forgiveness. And a lot of the time when we say, you know, forgiveness, we immediately think of maybe somebody that's hurt us, somebody that's done us a wrong, somebody that's been impatient with us, somebody that has left us, and we have to forgive them. But actually, I want to talk about something different. I want to talk about the importance of forgiving you, the importance of forgiving yourself. I've always believed that it is very hard to do something for another human being that we cannot do for ourselves. And to be truly able to do it with another human being, we have to first be able to do it for ourselves. You know the saying, if your cup is half empty, how do you give to another human being? Your cup should be overflowing for you before you extend that cup to somebody else. So I want to talk about the importance of forgiving yourself. And I'm going to use just a few normal examples in my life where I have struggled with forgiveness of myself. You know, some of the examples can be, you know, if you're a mom and you've got kids and you're up to your eyes and you're trying to do 5 jobs at the one time, and your child asks you something and you're impatient and you just want to, you know, answer the question, get the job done so that you can get on with what you think is more important. And when you think about it later, you feel bad. One example. When you're trying to carry out the tasks, you start your day off, you have 10 tasks that you've laid out that need to be done in the day. You only achieve 5 and you beat yourself up at the end of the day. And you're like, I really wanted to get 10 done. Oh, what's wrong with me? I couldn't do it. There are so many areas in our life that we have conflict, where we have an over expectation of ourselves, whether it's an argument with your mom, with your sister, because we're coming at it from our perspective. We're coming at it maybe in the pain we're in that particular day, and how we treat that other person is not right. My message to you today is at the end of every given day, before you go asleep, forgive yourself. Start forgiveness by forgiving yourself for whatever task, for whatever emotion that you brought into the day that you are feeling bad about at the end of the day. Do not bring that into another day with you. Say to yourself, I forgive myself for being impatient. I forgive myself for not understanding that other person. I forgive myself for not achieving all I set out to achieve in the day. Because if we don't learn to forgive ourselves of our shortcomings, of our confusion and our emotion in the day, how can we ever truly forgive another human being? We have to experience before we can give that experience to another person. So my message for everyone sitting here looking at me today, please learn to forgive yourself. It is so important for your personal development. It's so important in everything you do, because if you carry around that baggage on your shoulder, you will never truly become the great person you're supposed to be. And we carry so much baggage of things we've done so long ago. It mightn't even be yesterday. It could be a year ago. It could be 5 years ago. We're carrying it all around. And why? Because we didn't learn to forgive ourselves. So forgiveness, for me, it starts with ourselves. Now, the great thing about this is when we learn to forgive ourselves, it becomes so much easier to forgive another human being. We come from a different place of understanding because we have now learned to have more compassion with ourselves, more understanding our expectations of ourselves. And when we forgive our own lack, we learn to forgive others so much easier. And imagine you've set yourself 10 tasks in the day and you achieved 5 and you beat yourself up. But you get to the end of the day and you say, you know what? I'm not going to focus on the fact that I set 10 tasks. I'm going to focus on the fact that I achieved 5. And you feel good already. Now take that same concept and maybe, let's use the example, it's your partner. And you gave him 10 jobs to do to try help in what you were doing in the day. And he only got 5 done. And you're browned off with him. And it starts an argument and you're disappointed. Watch the two similarities. When you learn to forgive yourself for not achieving everything you set out in the day, you will find it so much easier that when somebody else doesn't achieve your expectation, to be able to forgive them. When you lose your temper in a situation because you're overwhelmed, you will find it so much easier that when somebody lets you down, to be able to forgive them. I truly, truly believe that forgiveness starts within our being. It helps us become a better being by doing it. And then we learn to be a better human being to others by passing on that same gift we gave to ourselves. And when we learn to forgive others, we are not only helping that person, but we are making sure that we are not carrying around anger, resentment, disappointment, and sadness in our own hearts. So that forgiveness that we give to others also helps us to be a better human being, a happier human being. So I wanted to start off today by talking about forgiveness. I hope that anybody who has watched this starts with themselves, forgiving themselves for their lack, and then go on when you've done this for yourself and share it with others. Share it with other people. Because honestly, I truly believe we will have a better world. We will have better relationships. We will have so much more if we learn to forgive and understand each other. So that's my start today, guys. Tips from June. Looking forward to talking to you the next time when I come on. And if you have any ideas on any topics that you'd like me to cover, anything that you think you need help with, please send a message and I would love to cover that topic in my talks. Okay, guys, have a great day. Bye-bye.